Hello, Bucks fans. This is Real Bucks Talk back again with another video. And unfortunately, we have to talk about this loss as the Buccaneers fall yet again, 24 to 18. The Buccaneers have lost three in a row, and it just seems like they just can't get out of their own way. And really, for this video, I want to talk about, can this Buccaneers offense be fixed? Is there a way where they can figure things out and find a way to get rhythm, get back to tempo, get back to, just playing with good efficiency. And right now, it just hasn't been working. And really, it hasn't been working all year. When you really look at the offense and break it down, just not scoring enough points, not finding ways to put points on the board. As you see there on the screen, I don't know if you can see the top of the screen where they show the breakdowns of scores per quarter. Too many zeros for the Buccaneers. I mean, zero in the first quarter yet again. You score 10 points in the second quarter, okay, still not great. And then zero in the third, and then eight in the fourth quarter, really late in the game. So just again, Buccaneers got to figure it out. You have, rookie play caller, so yes, there's going to be growing pains, but Dave Canales, he's got to step it up. I mean, as you see him here on the screen, he's got a better job of understanding play sequencing, understanding game situations, when to call certain things. I think there has to be a better understanding of finding ways to get Baker Mayfield on track early in the game, get him completions. That's what they kind of did, during weeks 1 through 4. I think it was more finding rhythm, taking the underneath shots, not trying to force the downfield plays. Let those come to you naturally, and understand that you have to find ways to move the football and get points as much as possible. Maximize your opportunities. You had 11 drives last night, and again, a lot of them were wasted. Too many punts, and it's got to be better. And it starts with Dave. It starts with Baker Mayfield being better as far as going through his progressions, hitting plays with timing. It just seems lately things have been late, either late or early, or not accurate when you have wide open. You have open guys. So a lot of that has to improve. Looking at the stats for Rashad White, I thought, again, he did a good job, had a better game on only 9 carries. You would like to see the rushing attempts higher, but when you get a point where you're down, 2 scores, you can't run it as much as you would like, or, with the penalties, that's a big thing that has to stop. Penalties is just killing drives when you have false starts or holdings. You just can't do that. Um, so that has to get better. That has to improve. I mean, when you look at the stat line, 25 of 42 for Baker, 237 yards. He also did have 3 sacks on the game. Some of that was his fault. Some of it was just protection breakdown. So it's definitely has to improve. It has to get better. I don't know how they do that. I think, obviously, you have to understand that passing on first down is critical. Starting drives with the passing game, finding just easy completions. I think that's been the biggest thing over these last couple of weeks that have not been consistent, and that's something that needs to change. The run game, last night I thought they did a better job. Rashad was hitting the hole better. He was doing a better job of getting to the outside as well, breaking tackles, doing some different things. Obviously, catching the football, he had a great game. 7 catches for 70 yards. He had a long of 20. So just a lot of different factors for this offense, and how do they go about fixing it? I think obviously play sequencing is huge. Throwing on first down, utilizing play action, utilizing the screen game when you can, and really find a way to get underneath routes and completions to really facilitate as your ground game. I think that's going to be important. Obviously, you don't want to be throwing the ball 40 plus times. And that's been the case over the last couple of weeks for Baker Mayfield in this offense. Ideally, you want to keep him in the 25 to 35 passing attempts for the game. But it's hard because when you get down and you can't start fast on offense to get the game in control for you to set up more future rushing attempts as you get later in the game. And especially when it's not working consistently, when you're only getting 1 to 2 yards on first down or on second down, and you're setting up third and longs, which you just can't do, especially against a better opponent like Buffalo, who really did a good job of taking certain things away. You had 6 targets to Mike Evans again, and Chris Godwin was 7. So there's a lot of things that need to be cleaned up. Obviously it starts at the top with Dave Canales. He's got to make adjustments and really find ways to get these guys, like, make the reads easier for Baker, because right now it just seems like Baker's not seeing it very well from inside the pocket. There's inconsistencies there. So Baker has to play better. Obviously, he's got to pick up his game. You want to get back to, okay, let's make the plays that are there, not trying to force it. Get off your first read quicker. If it's not available, if it is available, you got to take those shots and you can't hesitate. And it seems like there's too much hesitation going on from Baker inside the pocket. And also there's times where guys are just not open. So you got to figure out a way to get more, just created separation, but also created yards as far as easy completions going forward. I think that's a huge thing that they have to start doing and understanding. Like for instance, obviously the touchdown early in the game in the first half, coming off the turnover from the defense. A great play call to start that drive. 1st and 10, you do a screenplay to Rashad. It gets a huge gain. You're inside the red zone, and then you do a quick, RPO to Chris Godwin on the slant, which was, again, great job executing there. But they have to find ways to get better tempo, especially early on. Maybe go up tempo, maybe do 2 minute to start the game, find ways to find rhythm. And it just seems like they can't get over that mountain that they're trying to break right now. It's either guys are missing blocks, you're having penalties, you're missing throws, you're late, you're early, just no rhythm right now. As they fall to Buffalo 24-18. Again, sparked a late comeback, but again, that drive to score took way too much time. You had to be in faster tempo and rhythm early on to make something happen, and they just couldn't get it going. So I'm looking at Dave Canales, Baker Mayfield. They have to be the guys to lead this ship and figure things out. But it's going to take a collective unit. Obviously offensive line, receivers, backs, tight ends, all have to pick it up for this thing to be successful. And they have to start getting back to just playing, simple football as far as offense, isolate one guy to get him open, win a matchup, do certain things like that. And understand, where your options are and find the best matchup moving forward. And again, playing within structures just doesn't seem like it's working for Baker. So if you got to move him and do more RPO stuff, get him outside the pocket, limit the reads to 1-1-2, and get rid of the football, that has to be the factor. And Dave talked about not holding on to the ball. The ball needs to be out under 3 seconds, and right now that's not happening. So it seemed like it was happening early on, but right now it's just not taking place. So they got to refocus Baker inside the pocket and get him more calm there, and understand he's got to trust, his players on the outside as far as, the scheme and the passing design. So yeah, those are just my thoughts of the game. Obviously frustrating to lose 3 in a row. And again, a lot of factors to look over, and we'll be sure to, take a look at the film and see what that presents and get it up for you guys. But let us know what you guys think. What do you think of this video? Be sure to hit that like button. That helps out the channel. Comment down below your thoughts. What is the key issues to this offense? Is it just quarterback play needs to be better? Is it all the above? Play calling? So let us know what you guys think. And with that said, until the next one.